Hello, and thank you for watching my video. Today we're going to be discussing the Shatterer and the changes that have happened to the Shatterer World Boss event. Now, for a long time, everyone knew him that he was this really easy to beat boss. He's in a low level area, and it was pretty tame. Well, with the incoming changes, that came in with the Heart of Thorns, and then the introduction of gliding, and then they bring in gliding to the core Tyria, it was felt that they really needed to revamp some of the events, and the Shatterer has been redone. So there's a number of changes. It's much more fun. You can see where I'm standing right now. This is actually one of the actual places where you can get an achievement. It's very similar to the Jormag achievement, whereby you're standing in a particular location and you actually get an achievement because he crashes on you. So you're going to see it right here. We get crashed and we get killed. You'll see there I've completed the achievement because I got stomped, basically. So let's talk about the whole Shatterer event. There's a number of different things that go on. You've got a number of siege weapons that are much more fun, much more powerful. A lot more intuitive AI and enemies. The branded are a lot more dangerous now. There's a lot more of them. They're all over the place. You actually get an achievement for killing a lot of them. But one of the main things you have a lot of fun doing is by gliding. And you have to avoid a number of different things when you glide, because the Shatterer can insta-kill you by bringing you out of the sky. If you're very high up, you're going to fall, and that fall damage will kill you. But you notice there that the Shatterer has a break bar, and the idea is that you have to break his break bar to stop him doing an attack. It's very, very difficult to do so. One of the things that people have really need to cotton on is when you actually go in gliding, the number one skill you actually have, you can see I got an achievement for using the glider. The one skill is actually a knockdown. It is a CC skill. So by having a load of people actually use their one skill, you can see I actually got the sniper symbol on me, and I get knocked out of the sky. So you can see again, I'm getting a lot of achievement pops. This is the very first time I did this, but using you've got a number of skills. When you're in glide form, the number one skill is the attack. It is the CC and damage. Number two is healing up for your allies, and number three is a self-heal, which, to be honest, I've never really felt the need to use that skill. The mortars and the cannons are actually much more damaging and have a much more functionality and much more ability to move around. And you can see here that by if you press the back button to sort of slowly glide down, and you can stealth through as well and actually avoid some of his attacks. If you do get targeted with that little sniper symbol on you, when you're gliding, if you have the stealth gliding available and you press, do that stealth, activate it, then you will get an achievement, and you'll lose that sniper symbol on you, and so you won't get down. So again, you're flying up, and you can see there I'm trying to hit the Shatterer, not sure where to hit it. I'm targeted, and there you go, got hit with lightning, and that's me dead. Insta-death. Well, there you go. So fortunately, you can respawn pretty quickly. It's not too bad. You can just come back, respawn. You don't actually suffer any damage to your armor, because it counts as falling damage. You can see a lot of people down there as well, because they're suffering, they're standing in a very similar spot as to where you used to be able to, but the Shatterer can do a lot more damaging effects, and the Shatterer is generally a lot more tougher boss. But again, he's still relatively manageable. I've not had an instance where we failed. Again, he's got his CC, but his CC is very difficult. His break bar is very difficult to break, to get enough CC skills. And that's where you need that little bit of coordination. So to get that, to stop your Shatterer from actually flying up in the air, you do need to be a little bit coordinated. He does have a few different new attacks and new ways to, res. He's got these crystals where he can put you can see there I've got another achievement for breaking someone out who's crystallized. And he also has this form where he was spawned, I think, around 6 crystals that really heal him up quite a lot. And you have to break the bar. Basically, again, they're immune to a lot of damage until you break the Defiance bar on these crystals. And again, one thing that I didn't know until, as you can see here, it's about to happen, is that if you actually use the bomb kit, you will actually have access to skills that break the Defiance bar. So you can see here, these are the crystals that you need to eliminate the Defiance bar. And as an elementalist, you can see that I'm not, this is the very first time. I had no idea what I was doing, so I get the ice spell out, and there you go. We do a bit of the damage to the break bar and the defiance bar, and I'm just trying to use skills. But basically, when you break it's very easy to destroy. But if you actually notice how much the Shatterer healed up during that time. So a lot of people were relatively new. This had been out a couple of days when I did this actual run through. And I wanted to show it for you guys just to get an overall feel for the actual fight. I actually enjoy this fight. I have a lot of fun. It's much more engaging than just standing there. Hell yeah, it's very, very easy to do it on the old system. Now it is actually a fight. You actually have to concentrate. You can't just AFK. And I actually am having fun trying to go for these achievements. And you know what? I actually had no idea what I was doing. And then I looked at the achievements that you have in your, your tab, your hero tab, and it actually is very good for guiding you about what to do and what to do in the fight, and to move to different locations. So I've actually not used the mortar yet, so I'm going to go on the mortar the next time I actually do this. I've healed people up, I used the med kit on the ground, so it's encouraging you to use these skills to actually help out your fellow players during this map. And not only that, it's quite an interesting development, because a lot of the recent bosses, the changes to doing it, if you go all the way back and you include Tequato in this, a lot of the changes to world bosses has been dividing up the Zerg. Well, in this scenario, the Zerg are players are relatively in the same area. That if you look at the minimap, they're only still in a small area of the minimap. As you see me get wiped by the Shatterer, I'm like, what the hell just killed me? And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's time to waypoint. So yes, I mean, it is one thing. The changes to Shatterer have been interesting. I think they're a lot more fun. They've been much more creative, and it's definitely a fantastic addition. It's not too hard. It's fairly decent to do. It's just more enjoyable to do, more fun, a little bit more challenging, but the problem is that the rewards aren't as impressive, although they do have the ability to go and get rewards for the guild hall, to actually get that Shatterer backpiece that you get for completing all the achievements. And so if you take the rewards from that point of view, then they are a little bit better than, say, doing the jungle worm in Caledon Forest. But this is a mid-level range boss, and you can see the Shatterer heal up. Now I'm just actually hovering my mouse. You can see how much is actually going to increase it. So when the Shatterer actually started, my mouse is just beneath the R in the top right hand corner, and you can see how much he's healing up. So I actually just helped destroy a crystal there. So he's healed up probably by about 20% there. So we managed to destroy another number of crystals. So overall, the fight is really, really fun. I really enjoyed this. You can see here, as this is where the achievements are. They're in the Shatterer section, and you get all these achievements, and you can go and have a look. So there's the meta achievement. So the final goal is to get the Shatterer backpiece, which is really cool. I love the Shatterer backpiece. It looks incredible, and I think it's a worthwhile reward, and it's a good way to get people coming back to face the Shatterer. There was a slight bug with one of the achievements for breaking the Defiance bar, and that I believe has been slightly fixed. There was a slight problem where you break the Defiance bar and it wasn't giving you an achievement, which really sucks. So overall, the Shatterer fight is really fun. A couple of different stages. You've got this like Zerg section here, and this is what I want to show off. Just the number of different roles that you can have in this. So you'll have the bombers that will go through and fight, and heal up. You've also got this big Zerg at the front of the Shatterer doing a lot of damage. You've got the artillery, which will be the mortars and the cannons firing. So you've got a number of different roles in this fight, all of which are really enjoyable and quite diverse. And it's worthwhile actually taking the time to go and experience each different role, to play and try a different version of the fight. You can see here, this is a part of the fight I know very well from standing very close to this exact spot. It's basically hitting the Shatterer's right foot, or right paw, whatever you want to call it. But generally, I've had an enjoyable time doing this. I'd be interested to find out, what are you concerned about? What are you enjoying about the Shatterer fights? I mean, I have seen a lot of people sort of just moaning, really. Oh, it's a lot harder fight for the same rewards. Well, that was the point. The fight was boring. They've spruced it up. They've added some extra rewards by actually doing the achievements, and also by defeating this boss, you'll get a special guild decoration, which you can then use, and scribes can create some really lovely trophies that you can put in your guild hall. And not only that, I love the gliding. You can see here, I just wanted to do some sort of a little shot of this, the Shatterer. So I was trying to get a nice print screen, which is what explains the sort of slight jerkiness in my game there as I get shot out of the sky. So here we go. This is me actually completing it. You can see all the achievement points we get. We get the shaky chest at the bottom right. You get this new big trophy, which actually is kind of what we've actually crafted the bronze one, and the bronze one is a small version of this, probably about I'd say about a third of the size, but it's pretty cool. It really looks nice in our guild hall. So if you've got a decent sized guild, it'd be fun to do this. Overall impressions of the Shatterer changes, really fun. I think this is how this level world boss should be done in today's Guild Wars 2, and for me it's a 100% thumbs up. It's something that I hope that they can take on to other world bosses, and maybe revamp some of them as well. But I'd be interested to hear your opinions on this, because I haven't heard too many other differing opinions. So if you've got any other opinions, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one.